Chapter 1 Prologue The Beginning of 2. You are listening at FameTV.info. The Ardrasia Empire, which rules the central Vogel continent. With a golden eagle as a symbol, it is one of the three great powers on the continent. The imperial capital, Wild, flourished today. A big man has appeared in the Adventurers Guild in such an imperial city. Sweet. It's real. Hey, that corner is King Minotaur's corner. Seriously. AAA class rare monster. Is it defeated alone? What is whispered in my mouth is just a marvelous word. Attracting attention is a black mage who has dragged a huge corner. She has black hair and wears a long black robe. However, only the face has a characteristic silver mask. The receptionist who is already accustomed to that figure does not surprise and responds normally. Thank you, Silver. This is my reward. SS Class Adventurer Silver. Calling my tentative name, the receptionist gave me a reward with a smile as usual. The amount of gold coins never seen by the adventurers who were there is offered as a pawn. Of course. King Minotaur is a monster designated individually by the Adventurers Guild. A large prize money was hanging as the head of the prize. Not long ago, he was not in the imperial territory, but a Class A adventurer set up a large party, but failed to defeat him and flowed to the imperial territory. That's why I was defeated, thank you, the brown-haired receptionist smiles and says. Looking at it, I smiled and put some gold coins to the guild entrance. Ah. Silver.san, what is this? I'm grateful to everyone here. Drink me with alcohol. However, if you come to me with a request of high difficulty again, I want you to give priority to me. Yes, I understand. TRNSL at TEDBYJPMTL.com. The receptionist holds the gold coin happily. More than that, adventurers in the guild have begun to happily fuss. I am an adventurer who only accepts difficult requests. That's why the guild gives me the higher difficulty requests first. However, he is a bad adventurer. It is important to degas in this way. I'm not in a position to move freely. With that in mind, I quickly left the guild and headed to the inn. So he took off his silver mask and black robe and changed his clothes to those of the upper class. I am very careful here. It's important to bend the prince as an adventurer just to bend. If you are aware, please give yourself weight. Prince Arnold. What appears silently and calls my name is Sebastian, a butler serving from my mother's generation. He is more than 50, a blond old man, but his back is straight and his butler's uniform is fine. As you can see from the fact that he appeared without sound, he is a grandfather who has never diminished in ability other than the butler. And as the butler said, my name is Arnold Lakes Adler. The 7th prince of this empire. You've said many times that it doesn't appear without sound. Sebas, forgive me because it's a habit. I also don't want to listen to sermons that I have a twin brother. Excellent in valor, clear in mind. Good personality. No matter what you do, a genius who reaches the top class immediately. Even though they have the same face, they are praised for their grace and elegance, but they are all you can say and say they have no ambition or lack of fear. I am angry with my younger brother because my suitors are not endless. On the other hand, I'm an incompetent and helpless prince. Played since childhood, many prodigy my tutors threw a spoon in prodigy. His reputation quickly spread to the entire imperial city and the entire empire, and the nickname attached to it was all that was good for his younger brother. It is still seen with disdain by everyone in the castle and continues to be beaten. Not expected from anyone, it is a royal family but the bottom. That's me as a prince. Don't worry about what such a dwarf says. Everyone doesn't know your true power. I don't care. I'm just treated like that. He said there was no point to be told. Transl at edbyjpmtl.com. Speaking sneaky, though you're acting like that from yourself, is sneaky. But thanks to this statement, I can live freely. However, I understand what I mean, but I can't help saying that. Please return to the castle immediately. What happened? General Dominique has passed away. That old general. He is an honorary general of the Imperial Guard. He has retired and has not had a particularly good career, but has survived more than 50 years on the front line. For his service, he was appointed honorary general of the Imperial Guard, and was in a position to keep his opinion. He was old and had a heart problem, but he should not have died suddenly. 2 characters of assassination cross his head. Who are those 3 people? The details are unknown, but the culprit will not be searched for. He is a person who can easily make enemies by saying something that cannot be worn on his teeth, but there is one factor in assassination. Recently, General Dominique rammed himself for a throne battle. He was always spoiling the prince and princess, but only one prince liked it and began to shoulder. And those who saw it dangerous. In other words, they were assassinated by the leaders in the battle for the throne. I guess such a place. After all, the honorary general. There is no real damage to the empire. Will be treated as sick. Only the prince who has lost ally is damaged. The prince is the 8th prince, Leonard Lakes Adler. My twin brother. Because Leo naturally forms an ally. I guess he didn't create powers with the intention of coming to the throne, but it's a matter of being regarded as a power. Prince Leonard is now trying to become a throne. Was recognized as an enemy. I sigh to Seabass's words. Among the heirs of the throne who are fighting for the throne, 3 are the most prominent. The 2nd prince, the 2nd princess, the 3rd prince. These 3 have their own powers, and it is very likely that any of the 3 will be on the throne. And the other heirs have 2 paths. The first is to stay on your side or at least stay neutral. The other is hostile, aiming for the throne. If the latter is chosen and lost, the 3 will be exiled at best, and executed at worst due to their character. The punishment will extend to those involved. In the case of Leo, our mother and I are involved. And Leo decided to choose the latter. It doesn't make sense to be a good friend or a neutral declaration now. It can't be helped. I have to make Leo an emperor. Is there no way to become an emperor? I'm an emperor. All the trouble is the man who threw it to his brother. I'll do that again this time. I wanted to go to the adventurer's life at will, but it was just about to be executed. It can't be helped, but it can't be helped. Let's say it's a leap for my brother. Returning to Tjin Castle, a sword-like castle in the center of the imperial city, I was immediately heading to Leonard's room. However, along the way, several ministers and nobles were encountered. This is Prince Arnold. It looks fine today. Thank you very much. Yes, Prince Arnold feels comfortable and enviable every day. In exchange, Prince Leonard works hard every day. I think he's better than me. That's exactly right. He's going to join the fight for the throne, following the 3 brothers and sisters. Prince Arnold can't lose. I'm sorry to compare this with Prince Leonard. Prince Arnold and Prince Leonard have different talents even though they're twins. Oh. This is rude. Don't worry. It's all true. With that said, I'm passing by them. He bows reverently, but everyone is stupid. I know that I don't speak to the emperor, and I don't hear it when I do it. Only I among the royals are not treated as royals. Apart from the local aristocrats, the aristocrats and ministers in the imperial capital are really licking me. Well, because I'm acting like that. The reason we don't change the behavior is that we think it's fine. Because nobody cares about me, I can act as silver and do whatever I want. The only way to do whatever you like in the status of a prince is to put yourself in this kind of position. With that in mind, I arrive at Leo's room. I'll get in the way, my brother. When he entered the room without knocking, Leo sat down in a chair and hung out. The year is 18. Of course, the same age as me, but Leo is more likely to be older than the restful relationship. Although she looks completely mellow, Leo keeps her hair neat, while I'm ragged. Leo wears the clothes properly, but I'm down. Leos are also stretched, but I'm a stoop. I can't be mistaken after growing up. Leo's face, such as her twin brother, is exhausted. If you see yourself and your two melons sinking, don't let the tension go down here. I heard the story. That old man seems to have died. Yeah. I guess it's probably an assassination. Probably. TRANSL@TEDBYJPMTL.com. You can't say that your brother or sister can't be assassinated. Considering the situation, assassination is most likely. What should I do? I don't want to fight in my family. I thought I would say Leo did not want to aim for the throne. I was just curious about Leo's personality. The lead was Dominic. Leo himself was reluctant to contend for the throne, as he did now. However, the talented Leo was becoming the fourth power behind the second prince, the second princess, and the third prince, regardless of their will. So the burning one was assassinated. But that doesn't mean Leo is safe. It is a dark future to wait for all three to become emperors. You are already perceived as an enemy. If you don't take part in the empire fight, you're just waiting for death. And that's with me and your mother. Yeah. I know. I'm sorry. Show me your policy. I have no choice but to take part in the empire battle. Leo told her that she had a bitter decision. Leo alone would probably have withdrawn if it was life threatening. However, potential harm could cause Leo to aim for the throne. In the end, they want to help out and ask the emperor. From my point of view, I feel too kind to be an emperor. After this, I have no choice but to be emperor. I'm weak, but I cooperate. You just collect allies and create power. If you get big, you won't be able to reach out. Yeah. Brother. I'm looking for my friends. Don't do it, because influential ministers and nobles basically belong to the above three factions. I know. Thank you. Brother. I think my brother is more suitable for the emperor than me. I can't live playing if I become an emperor. I have a life plan that greets a beautiful wife and plays and lives. Therefore, you have to be an emperor anyway. I'll get it. I hit Leo's shoulder while saying selfish things. His body was slightly shaking. I guess it can't be helped. The top three are monsters from the perspective of a good Leo. In terms of ability, no matter who becomes the emperor, the empire is safe. Naturally, the power is powerful. But no matter how powerful, it's not invincible. Leo also has a chance because of the situation where the three are fighting. Do you want to increase your ally and get your father to accept it? Yes. It's your father who ultimately decides the successor. Now, how do we approve our emperor? This was the start of the emperorship of our twins. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.